Question 4. Quadrilateral ABCD has vertices at A, -2, 3, B, 0, -3, C, 4, 1, and D, 2, 7. Which statements about quadrilateral ABCD are valid? What conclusion can be drawn from the valid statements regarding quadrilateral ABCD? Select all correct answer choices for question A and select one answer choice for question B. Alright, so the slope of segment AD is 1. The quadrilateral is a parallelogram because all adjacent sides are congruent. There's more slope options. The quadrilateral of a parallelogram is a parallelogram because both pairs of opposite sides have the same slope. So on this one, I would use tools. And I know that if I'm looking for slope, I would look slope formula calculator up. Part of learning is knowing when to use resources, and this is part of that. So if you can find a resource to use, I am completely okay with that. So that's my spiel on using resources. So point A, I'll just go around this point from A to D. So point A's coordinates are -2, 3. Point D's coordinates are 2, 7. Then I'd click calculate, and I notice that it comes out to be 1. So I'm going to just mark that AD right here. I'm going to say slope is equal to 1. You could also count this out if you wanted to. I'm just going to use a resource because it's quicker than me counting it out and reducing it. So then the next side is from D to C. So point D is 2, 7. It's already in there if I remembered that. And then point C is 4, 1. So we would calculate that. It comes out to be -3. So this slope is equal to -3. And then I'm just going to go from C to B. Again, I know that C is already in there since I used it last time. And then point B is at 0, -3. Calculate. That comes out to be 1. And then from A to B, again, B we just used. And so A's coordinates are again -2, 3. That's -3. So those are the slopes for my lines. I'm going to go through and look for that. AD is 1. DC is -3. AB is -3. And I'm missing one more. BC. So BC is this bottom one, which is 1. So BC was 1 as well. So I have 2 1s, 2 sides with slope of 1, and 2 sides with slope of -3. The next option is to know if quadrilateral is a parallelogram because opposite sides have the same slope. If they remember again, lines that have the same slope are parallel, like we've been learning or using in the last ones. So opposite sides did have the same slope. That means they're parallel. These two sides are opposite sides. They had the same slope. So that means they are parallel. Parallelogram just means that opposite sides are parallel. So yes, the quadrilateral is a parallelogram because both pairs of opposite sides have the same slope.